was gonna rip it harder. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Listen. There's no one like me. There's no one that can match me. No affiliation, why they thinking this ain't for the being leader? They really imitation. I be contemplating, but this ain't no like heavy rotation. Radio stations, I just bring the whole thing in patience. Yes, I'm running through this rapping like my name was a bacon. Shitting on these rapping, not about this, my occupation. Bro, you come in with your best troops, better bring more. He told me I got the troops like a ringo. I already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth for your mentors. So boss, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated, but bringing haters to listen. I'm going top five, let's take shit, unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make up with fuck niggas. Why they procreate? Why they overhate when their time is short and a moment late? Let it culminate till they holler racing and overtake. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexual faggots. There's no one like me. I'm from Landcross. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children. The congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want fellowship. I ain't time to deal with you. Ain't you fake? Ain't that truth here real with you? Fitness to the faith. I got no problem on the head with you. All that bullshit, you can take it over there with you. Gotta be a house boy. I'm with the film. Nigga, show them the good at first. Move out and crush hills. Nigga, take a chance. So, breathe like a nigga. Nigga, no affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's loss and just added it with fear, nigga. Angry with a body, cause you know like killing hit quick. But with these bars, I'm on my crystal, so bear with me. You spit cold, I spit flames. You lost diamond, I lost friends. So get dead, niggas, you TK. We meant the war, shit, we ain't Christian. Harm on the bus, get pistol whip like the gun got a gun with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill, I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields, I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a coward. I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. We take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gonna say. Shit, we make profits all the shooters like the NBA. But switching sides, nigga, we ain't on the same right. Immaculate conception, these niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks lay. We switch sides, I'd rather switch games. You was never with us, nigga. Just show me permission, nigga. On the scriptures, nigga. Let me go the crystal, nigga. How you want it? You can get spiritual physics, nigga. Wrong wants to come against, so bring a army with you. No affiliation. When you see us, make a difference with us. No affiliation. When you see us, no, we different, nigga. No affiliation. So no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones that come against, bring an army with you. Yeah. Sucker. That's right. Perfect.
Test 1, 2.
Yeah. Oh man. 2. No, we got that hurt was, huh?
No damn. Lord said.
What they got back there, God? Hold on.
Nah. Right now.
Nah, I was a jack. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't that guy. The shit that I made before the Lord anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. The shit that I made before the Lord anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call. To be number with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top, though. Fully obviously better than not the lights low. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not doing the Lord again for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cooked up with revelry. Say was glad they love you. I had a life in jeopardy. And I know my mother won't success for me. But that vision take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with brother, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would have been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All that ever wanted was to be respected by standing up niggas. Not knowing that the handcuffs custom made the plan. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. The decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. The decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. It's just how they design. Cause when you in the streets, you get more indebted. There ain't no telling what we on paper, ain't no restrictions. My father said I had to make us all ass. And I didn't care, I wanted to be when I walked past. In the place where a black man's blood is cheap. I think the Lord put it down was on 8th Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court, down in D.C. school. I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep can't hear my voice. That's why I.S.U.P.K. I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50, what's gonna come to pass? The Lord told me. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I.S.U.P.K. until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck the grand. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now I got the upper hand. Gotta promote this brand, correct all multitudes until they all understand. If I can get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty back me this big man. Reminiscing on a plane that was fit. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But I was locked up in the judge. My man on the shelf. Heavy crimes it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grind. I ain't trying to do shit that nobody for my hobby. Just smoke these niggas live. Smoke one time for the most high. He ain't here cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. No need to stack your cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. You gotta off yourself by the notice. Cause all I wanted was to be a gangster. I was a gangster. The decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Pretty doing all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The decisions that I knew I wasn't gangster. The decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Pretty doing all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Come on. You ready, God? Let's get him, baby. Let's ride on. Let's go. Get it. Get it. Get it. Let's go live, baby. You ready, Hebrew? Let's go. Yeah, y'all. We live in the studio, man. Another Hebrew Speak. I am Priest General Hazayan live in the studio with my Akim, Priest and Cat Nakada Abraham, and Priest Officer Marab, man. Right. I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 126th Street, Harlem, New York, man. That's where the truth came from. And we gonna hold this truth until the day we die. Now, with that being said, right? Carl, let's get our favorite scriptures, man. It was Zephaniah 2, to the Ephesians, the 4th chapter, verses 4 and 5, man. What we start our show with, and then we're going to get into some topics I'm going to bring out. Hope y'all got your pen, your pad, your Bible, your questions. That's what it's about, man. All right, that's what it's about. With that being said, let's go with it. I'll give you Zephaniah 2:1, warrior.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
What the Lord say?
Gather yourselves together.
The time is now to gather together, man. Means to come together. Who is he talking to? The so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians. Living in the North, South, Central America, and the Caribbean islands, and the rest are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We the nation not desired, man. We the ones who the nation do not desire. We had a young brother a couple weeks ago in Philly. Now, he did it wrong. He ran for the cops. He banged their car up a little bit, but he banged this car out too. Got the car, sat on the side of the road, man. And the cop said he had his hand in his pocket, but they banged him right in the head and killed him. You understand? Young man sitting on the side of the road. What the hell are you gonna do sitting on the side of the road? You the nation not desired, man.
Right.
And the only way they desire you is if you capitulate to how they want you to be. Ain't no compromising, man. You understand me? Ain't no compromising in UPK. You in here? We don't compromise, man.
Right.
You understand me? We don't compromise. Any more on that script out?
Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shade.
Talking before Yahweh shall decree, when Yahweh shall hit this earth again, man. With 200 million black angels. Then it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late then. Them doors are going to be shut. It's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth like the Bible says. So now the time to put your brick in. And when you in here, you got to endure this truth. You got to stay fast to this truth. This ain't the Christian church. We ain't going to lie to you. Everything's not going to be sweet and kisses and candy and holding hands and rosy and lovey. Nah. Some stuff's going to be hard out here.
That's right.
But you got to muscle down.
That's right.
Muscle in it. You understand me? You brothers, you muscle down on this, man. You sisters, y'all follow your husbands. If you ain't got a husband, you follow a priest in the school. You understand me? Muscle down in it. Now, give me the book of Ephesians, y'all. The 4th chapter, verses 4 and 5. You got him, Rock? Let's rock, brother.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body.
Yes, what?
There is one body.
Where does filth and garbage come from? How much all different truths out here? You gotta be out your damn mind. Ain't never was like that, man. During the time of Yahweh Shah, when he was here, you had the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and all the other groups out there. The Lord said, what? The Bible, brother, read it one more time.
There is one body.
Only one, man. Go ahead.
And one spirit.
And one what?
And one spirit.
Only one spirit of Lord war on this earth, man. That's the spirit of warfare. You understand me? A warfare. Right now, our warfare is not physical, but damn sure it'll be spiritual, man. And that's just as bad. Just as hard. You understand me? Keep on reading, brother.
Khan. Even as ye are called, and one hope of your call.
See that? One hope. But they say many different hopes. If it was to be many different truths, and we all come together, everybody's philosophy and doctrine, then they would say many. But the Lord is saying one for a reason, y'all. Y'all picking up on that? One. Go ahead.
Khan. One Lord.
One what?
One Lord.
One Lord, man. One power on earth. And yeah, we do know his name is Yahweh. You understand me? The Bible, the breakdown say Yahweh. Not I am that I am and all that filth. Elohim and whatever the hell else. Yahweh and all that garbage. No. Yahweh in the ancient Hebrew, man. Read.
Khan. One faith.
One what?
One faith.
One belief system, man. I.S.U.P.K. This truth here. One. Not many, one. Go ahead.
One baptism.
One way to get clean, man. You can come in our school from any kind of background, care what you did in the world. A murderer, a whore, whatever the case you may have been, man. A homosexual, whatever. But when you come in here, you're going to get clean. And you're going to wash away your sins with the scriptures, man, and become a brand new person. That's the point. Them 90 days is for you to wash yourself away, clean yourself. You get your name, you start focusing now on being that name, what that name means, man. That new name is everything. That other person got to die. You run around here saying, well, that's just how I am, you got a problem. That ain't just how you are. No. That's what the cat in the world is saying, Kai. Right. That's the excuse for doing evil in the world, Kai. But in the head, it's not. And we ain't going to let it ride in here.
That's right.
We're going to become someone different. Go ahead, brother.
One power and Father of all.
You see that, man? Now, with that being said, we're going to stop right there, y'all. Y'all know about New Year's, how evil it is, the Janus, the two-headed God and all that, the baby New Year, Father Time and all that kind of garbage, man. Go back to the God, Cronus, and Greek mythology. All this is evil, man. This is not the New Year for us. Our New Year come around the time of Passover, man. You understand me? That's when our New Year starts. All right, now with that being said, we're going to briefly touch on Cornelius, and then I'm going to pull out some things about Christ. You understand? Some things about Christ, man. You know, and the ones who came up against him when he was on this earth. Those are the same ones who are now coming up against us. You understand me? The same exact ones. With that being said, first let's touch on Cornelius, y'all. Give me the book of Acts, the 10th chapter, start at verse 1. Everybody.
Oh, God. Acts chapter 10, verse 1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius.
Called who?
Cornelius.
Now, peep this, y'all. Pay attention to what we about to break this down and how it's going to go down. You understand? Some people think that Cornelius is an Italian, brother. That he wasn't no Israelite. And to say that is to say that, well, now, if Cornelius can come in here and Israelite, everybody can be able to hear. Nah, it don't work that way, man. It don't work that way. I'm going to give you proof. Not only biblical, but historical proof. The records of this evil society. Read.
A devout man.
A what man?
Devout man.
A what kind of man?
Devout man.
It said he was a devout man. What does it mean to be a devout man? Hold that, brother. Give me Acts. Oh, we missed the part, brother. Go back to verse 1 first. Read it again.
There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius.
You right?
A centurion.
A what?
A centurion.
That's what I wanted. Right. What does a centurion mean? So he's centurion. What does that mean? It means that he is a soldier.
That's right.
You understand me? A man, he a soldier. He has some rank, some title. He a soldier. A centurion. Go ahead.
Of the Italian band.
A what? No.
Of the band.
Yeah, that's it.
Called the Italian band.
Read it one more time.
A centurion.
I do. So
You 12 now? All right, Israelite, I got you, homie. I got you, Hebrew. Look like we back up in the game now, baby. We ready to ride with this thing here now. We straight now? Let's get them. We ready? Everybody, y'all hear me? Now. All right, Naquam. Oh, she got another Naquam in the house. Yeah. Oh, we in the game. We in the game. Come. Let's right now. Now, what I said was, when the scripture say in Acts 10, verse 1, that Cornelius was of the band called the Italian band, what does that mean? I want an answer. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to get it. It says he was of the band called the Italian band. Now, I slowed it down and pronounced each syllable for a reason. See if y'all pick it up. Did they get it out? Oh, I want some answers out here, y'all. Let's go. I don't believe anybody answered the card. I know what the officers on this show. I know it's troopers. I know sisters been in class. Yeah, Israelite, you're the closest one to it. But it's a part you're missing, brother. It's a part you're missing, Israelite. The part you're missing. You're close. All right, let me give it to y'all for time's sake. All right, now when y'all get this here, everybody remember this. All right, here it is now. Let me give it to y'all now. All right? Kai, read it again, brother, from the top, brother.
Acts chapter 10, verse 1.
Come on.
There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius.
Called who?
Cornelius.
Go ahead.
A centurion of the...
A soldier. Man with some power. Go ahead.
Of the band called the Italian band.
When it says of the band called the Italian band, the band is the unit or the military unit. Italian band is the name of that military unit. It didn't say he was Italian. He was of the band called the Italian band, meaning that was the name of his military unit. Much like we ain't always been in the truth. I was in the world myself, particularly. I served in Esau's so-called military and his so-called Marines. My name of my band or my unit was the 3rd Battalion, 8th Marines down in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. That was the name of my unit. Well, Cornelius had a unit too, and his unit name was called the Italian band. It didn't say he was Italian.
Right.
So the name of his unit was called the Italian band. Much like brothers come out of the world, still some brothers in the military now. You are part of a unit or a band of men, and y'all got a name. Well, Cornelius had a name too, and it was called the Italian band. It was the military unit, that's all. Now, when are they going to say he was Italian? God, did you say he was Italian?
Last.
Hell no, they say he was Italian. Furthermore, when you check history, you check out St. Mars and his Black Legions. One time a brother tried to tell me that the Romans didn't have black people in their military. You got your damn mind. Or they didn't have people from other nations in their military. That's all Rome did. St. Maurice and his black legions. That's history, man. Septimius Severus. Crescentius Niger. You understand me? Constantine. All these people are people of color, black men. So it ain't strange to have a black man in the military unit. Now read it again.
There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian.
See that? Called the Italian. That's the name of their military unit, man. That's it. Keep on reading, my brother.
A devout man.
A what?
A devout man.
A what?
Devout man.
Now, what does it mean to be devout man? Everybody hold this. Go to Acts 2 and 5 real fast, everybody. Go to Acts, the 2nd chapter, verse 5.
Come on, sir. Acts chapter 2, verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews.
There was what?
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews.
You had Jews in Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Devout men.
What kind of men?
Devout men.
Same as Cornelius, a devout man. Go ahead.
Out of every nation.
Say it again.
Out of every nation.
Say it one more time, brother.
Out of every nation.
You see that? In Jerusalem were brothers who were devout brothers. But where they come from? They wasn't living in the land of Jerusalem. They were out of other lands. But they still were Israelites. They still were Jews. And they were devout men. Go ahead.
Out of every nation under heaven.
Under what?
Under heaven.
Under the sky, man. Under heaven, man. Same as Cornelius. You understand me? No different. So there's no way anybody can tell you that Cornelius was an Israelite. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. When you start saying that Cornelius is not an Israelite no more, you start saying he was a Gentile, another nation rather, that's your pathway to going back in the world. That's your pathway. You're tired of fighting truth. You don't want to endure no more. He's going to say, go ahead, I'm tired. I'm going to give it to the white man. And you turn your butt cheeks over to get pumped in the butthole by the white man. That's what you did. When you got on your knees and you sucking a rod somewhere. Because the Bible don't say he was no damn Italian.
Right.
His military unit was called the Italian band. And we proved that he a devout man. The Bible said it. And we proved who the devout men were. You understand me? That's it on that. I'm done with that, man. I was a cat. One time we was a Philly camp card. 12th of Mark, and this Edomite came up in and tried to say, he was great in camp too. Don't forget, he tried to say that Cornelius was Italian. I said, what? He said, listen, man, don't get mad at me. Your brother on the street tour. I said, what brother on the street tour too? And he was talking about a cat. What's the big poppy-eyed cat? What's his name? Blackfish? No, was that what they call him? What's his name? Them cats in the white.
EOCC?
Yeah, that's them cats. He was gonna say that cat, the big-eyed cat, he said it too. Told them that Cornelius was not American. He was Italian. I said, you gotta be kidding me. So I calmly said, wait one second, let me see if this is true. Let's go on the Bible. He said, okay, no problem. And as I broke it down, he said, you know what? I see what you're saying. You're right. He's not an Israelite. But why your man got to teach that he is one then? And I politely told him, he ain't my man. He ain't my brother. He's a filthy traitor that left the truth and teaching lies. To hell with him. You understand me? He looked at me, said thank you, and walked away. And that was it. Now, with that being said, let's go to Yahweh, man. Let's go to Yahweh. If you got any questions, type in your questions. We get them at the bottom half of the hour. You know, all right, get them at the bottom half of the hour. Let's go to Yahweh, man. Let's go to what he went through on the earth. Let's go into the problems he had when he went to the earth. And who was his enemy while he was on the earth? Who were the ones giving him the most opposition, man? Who? Let's find out. All right? Before we go to John 11, give me John 8 and 44. Give me that first. Then John 11, verse 47 and 48.
John chapter 8, verse 44.
Come on.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
You see that? Who Christ talking to right here? So Christ right now talking to Israelites. Now we know the scriptures manifold. You understand? But right now Christ talking to Israelites. Go ahead.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
Go ahead.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Let me tell you something, man. The so-called leaders today, that's the scripture for them. Because their forefathers did the same thing back to the time of Christ that they're doing right now to the truth, man. Trying to persecute the truth. Trying to persecute the followers of Christ. The same thing they did back then, they're doing right now. These are your politicians, your Christian pastors, your Muslim imams. And I'm talking about of your own people that's into this kind of garbage, man. You understand me? The ones down with them damn fraternities and sororities and all that kind of filth and garbage, man. These are them. Now, give me John 11, verse 47 and 48. Everybody go there. Just give you a second to get it. You got to worry? Let's get it, God. Come on, let's roll, baby.
John chapter 11, verse 47. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doth many miracles.
They knew what Christ did. They knew the miraculous things he was doing as well. They know what you're doing in the I.S.U.P.K. They see the power that the Lord has given us in this school, man. And they saw the power that the Most High gave to Christ. Go ahead.
Verse 48. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
If they leave us alone, they know eventually we're going to get all these Israelites with us, man. They know it. So now they got to try to put up roadblocks against us, man. Right. Attack our YouTube accounts. Got to change speaking laws and everything so we can't go in there and teach what we need to teach, man. Don't no other group say the things we say. Yeah, it may sound similar. They may look a little bit like us. Man, get the hell out of it. If you're paying attention, don't nobody look like us and don't nobody sound like us. Don't nobody roar like us. That's right. Leave us alone. We mess around, brother. We wake up the whole nation. And guess what? But they don't know, we will still do it, even in the face of all this opposition, man. That's right. Keep on reading, brother.
Will come. And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
Say it again.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
When it said our place, what does that mean? Greedy bastards, man. When it says our place, what does that mean? Some of them chief priests, man, them Pharisees, man. Your so-called political leaders today, man. Yeah, them Christian pastors, all them politicians, man. You know, them cats in power, they're afraid that the so-called white man gonna come take that power from them. They will lose that power. They don't care about us in the ghetto. They care about how fat their pockets are. How much money goes in their mind. That's what they care about, man. They don't care about us in the ghetto, the hood. They don't think there's wrong going on in the hood. They know we pray to the nations, man. They know we're being killed off at a high rate. They know who pushing the guns, who pushing the drugs, who doing all that, man. It ain't hard to find. But these brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, we got to stop them. Because if we don't, the so-called white men will come take away our power, our money, our position, man. You understand me? Read 48 again for the top, brother.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
You see that? Go ahead.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
They're going to get rid of their positions of power, man. That's the whole verse 48.
Yes, sir.
Now, meaning they won't be getting rich no more also. The corruption they doing and the people fearing them, man. They get their fear out of respect and that they respect out of fear. Same thing today. Now, give me Matthew 8:19. Don't y'all know, right? The commander GEN.YAHANNA was down in Texas, right? And he's supposed to have a debate with that church. And the brothers came in and dropped. Commander GEN.YAHANNA said a few words. They wanted to cut it quick. You know why they did that? They saw that Commander GEN.YAHANNA and the men of the I.S.U.P.K knew this Bible. And they saw, they knew that what we said was correct. And what we saying was the truth. And instead of sucking it up and saying, I made a mistake, like that one brother did down in Texas, who gave a school up with trooping that Most High Christ big up to him, they said, no, we got to cut it short. And then came to the second half of the debate. Wow. If you a so-called Christian, you got the truth. And we lied, you know what we're talking about. What you got to worry about? Why cancel that debate? Why? No point. Have it. Y'all can bring out scriptures and crush us. They couldn't, man. What he was talking was the truth. They couldn't take it. It burnt their soul. They couldn't take it. Because the demon inside them told them that, listen, you gotta stop this cat here, man. You're going to lose everything. What's up with these cats here? Because they can wake the people up. But what they don't know, this truth, this school of the Most High built in the I.S.U.P.K, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA now, he's going to do it anyway. And it's been sanctioned by the Lord. They're going to lose it, man. They're going to lose it. They could have been smart and said, you know what, man, this cat, right, man? Let's sit down and have a talk. Let's sit down and have a talk. Man, you're right, man. You understand? And Commander GEN.YAHANNA sat down and talked to him, told them what they had to do. You know what I mean? The whole nine. But nah, they only puff them pride. They're going to lose it anyway, man. The Lord going to make sure it happens. And that goes for every so-called pastor or preacher all across this stinking country called America. Your power, you're going to lose. Your money, you're going to lose. Your authority that you so-called thought you had, you're going to lose, man. Matthew 8:19, brother, read.
Matthew chapter 8, verse 19. And a certain scribe came and said to him.
A certain what?
Scribe.
This cat was down with the Pharisees and Sadducees. He was a scribe. He ain't there with him taking notes and taking things down. Go ahead.
And said unto him, Master.
He said, what to Christ?
Master.
Call Christ Master. Go ahead.
I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest.
You see that, man? He left them. That was that brother down in Texas gave him a school, man. That's the spirit he was in. The same spirit this cat was in. That we read about in Matthew 8:19, and the same spirit that Trooper was in the Texas, who gave him a school to the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
Pick up the Captain Kahuntham guy, man. That brother got his orders and tanned up down south, man. Tanned up down south. Ain't taking no prisoners, man. Raising warriors out there, man. You understand me? This was him. This is that brother right here. Same spirit the brother's in right here called Christ Master. The same spirit that young brother was in Texas gave him school. Further proving Christ's threat was why they had to come take him out. Why they plotting against him, man. Is why they plotting against us. Don't be alarmed if you see a YouTube account go down or our radio show starting. Don't be alarmed. You know what it is. It wouldn't be right if they didn't do this, man.
That's right.
We expect this from the so-called white man. We expect it from the devil. And we expect it from the evil of our people too as well. But we also expect you to fight through it and stay strong with it. Don't lose your faith. Put the muscle down in this thing here, man. Now, go back to verse 47 again, John 11, real fast, y'all. No, John 11 and 47, one more time.
Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doth many miracles.
He does what?
Many miracles.
Now, Christ is doing miracles, man. They knew he did miracles. They watched him do miracles and everything. You understand? They watched. They watched how was I doing the miracles the whole nine, right? Hold where you at, Cat. Matter of fact, Mariah, go to John 12, verses 1 and 9.
Oh, God. In the book of John, chapter 12, verse 1. Then Yahushua 6 days before the Passover came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, which had been dead.
Where he was what?
Which had been dead.
Go ahead.
Whom he raised from the dead.
Go ahead.
There they made him a supper.
Now stop. Is that in the verse 1?
Oh, God.
Drop down to verse 9.
Much people of the Jews, therefore, knew that he was there. And they came not for Yahushua's sake only, but that they might see Lazarus also.
You see that? They didn't come just to see Christ. They heard about the miracle he had done, and they want to see Christ, and they want to see the miracle he did. You know how we are as black people, Hispanic, Native Indians. You can talk a good talk. Listen, we want to see that, what you did, baby. I'm coming to see. You know what? He did what? Oh, I got to see this head. Oh, I got to see this head. Here we come. Oh, damn. He did that. Oh, damn. He the one, yo. He the one. He the one.
Right. That's right.
Keep on reading.
Whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death.
They said, man, listen, man, this can't be. Because they in position of power and money, they didn't care that a brother was raised from the dead. They didn't care for their people. They wanted him dead as well. Go ahead and finish reading.
Verse 11. Because that by reason of him, many of the Jews went away and believed on Yahushua.
Many of them believed on Christ. So now when you believe on Christ, you ain't down them cats lying no more. Sound familiar, y'all? Sound familiar? Many people believe what we said in our I.S.U.P.K. and coming to us. So now, them cats in the church don't have that power no more. Even when a member go to the church and say, you know, I got a question for you, bastards. They go to the Bible and say, I got a question. Some Israelite brothers said, something. What's the answer? That's you challenging their power, taking it from them. And they see what we're doing for the people. You understand me? They see it. All the programs we got in our schools. And then let me tell you something. It's no small miracle to get a brother off of drugs. That shit is not no small thing.
That's right.
It ain't no small thing to have a sister stop being a whore.
Right.
Having sex with many men. It ain't no small thing to have a brother stop having sex with many different women throwing them away.
Right.
Ain't no small thing to have a brother who out on probation be able to make his parole. You know how many cats that go to church in the world that don't make parole? But when you come in this school, you beat your parole. I never forget my brother GEN.YAHANNA. Man, that brother got a special thing in the heart with me, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. We was in Philly fighting, scrapping. Cats pulled knives out of us to hold out me and that bell like a mother. We was out there fighting, y'all. We got that shit in. And Gabar was watching us for a while. He's on the sideline. And some cat tried to walk behind a brother with a razor in his hand. And Gabar dropped it. Bop! I looked up all I saw. Whoop. I said, oh, shit. After it was over done, we heard we got our stuff, got in the car, rolled out. And Gabar stood there. I said, nah, you one of us. Get in this van. He hopped in that van. Went to the Philly school. That night, I think he got his name, if I ain't mistaken. Or shortly thereafter. But what I didn't know was Gabar was on federal probation. Listen, he was on federal probation, not just regular state probation. He was with the Fed. Let me tell you something. And because of the school and I.S.U.P.K, he kept coming to camp, kept coming to class. Even if he was in the halfway house, he kept it up for them, for the battle, for the right to come to camp. They gave it to him. He going to New York, Times Square, Harlem, a whole nine, Philly, everything. And guess what he did, y'all? He walked that probation off.
That's right.
Like it wasn't nothing. And came and told me, he said, Cat, I was captain at the time. He said, Cat, man, listen, man, going for the school, I probably done the same thing I've been doing all along. Breaking my probation, back in jail again. Right now, the brother doing good, got wives, kids, a business of his own. He ain't sticking a gun in nobody's face no damn more, breaking in your crib. He got a legit business of his own right now, man. Doing good for himself, man. And still rolling in the truth.
That's right.
That's a miracle, man.
That's right.
We literally took a brother from the dead and gave him life. Like it says in the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. And y'all better think of what lies y'all had before the truth. How the truth brought you from the dead and gave you life. Gave you sinews, muscle to your bone, so you can breathe again. That's the miracle, man. And they ain't doing it in the Christian church. They ain't doing it in the Muslim mosques. And they know who doing it. They know we doing it, man. Your sanctuary is in I.S.U.P.K, and they know it. That's why they plotted against us, man. Plotting to try to shut us down. But what they don't know, when you mess with us, you mess with the Father and the Son of Christ. We got holy angels protecting us, man. So all y'all gotta know. Keep pushing forward the truth. Keep muscling down in this truth hardcore, man. Now, go to John 11, verse 43 to the end of 45, my rock. Get some more on this, man. Get some more on this, man.
In the book of John, chapter 11, verse 43.
Come on.
And when he thus had spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. And he that was dead came forth, bound hand and foot with grave clothes.
Go ahead.
And his face was bound about with a napkin. Yahushua said unto him, loose him and let him go. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Yahushua did, believed on him.
They did what?
Believed on him.
Man, let me tell you something, man. The things we doing in the school, man, they see what we doing and believe in what we doing, man. That's why all of us in the school right now. And more gonna come. School gonna grow. All right?
Good. When I came to set up the show, there's a brother and his rib sitting in the car just waiting there. He's like, man, I've been watching y'all on TV. I ain't noticed how long y'all been here. I said, man, I've been here for a minute. He said, you got a flyer? Gave the brother a flyer. He's like, what time y'all classing? That was the day. Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ.
Let me tell you something, man. Do the hard work, the people gonna come, man. And let me tell you one thing. Let me give you a warning. I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna warn you as the 12th Shield General in the I.S.U.P.K, sanctioned by Commander GEN.YAHANNA, who gave me my rank. When a brother and a sister come into school, this is a sanctuary for them like it was for you. You better honor it and you better respect it. You understand? We ain't the Christian church. We ain't them dumbass alphabet groups out there. We don't honor their word for nothing. You understand me? But we honor our oaths and our duties in this school. Akim, you get in here, you become a trooper, you become an officer, you made an oath to the Lord. You better honor and respect that.
That's right.
You daughters of Zion come in here, you made an oath as the daughter of Zion. You understand that? You better honor and respect that. All right? Leave that part alone. Let me know where you're at. What verse you at, brother?
Come at the end of verse 45, sir.
All right, go ahead.
And had seen the things which Yahushua did and believed on him.
All right, drop down to verse 48, brother. Go ahead.
Verse 48. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
I mean, he had a large, they knew he had a large following, man. They talking about that. Like everybody talking, like the brother said, you came up to the school to tell the show. Yo, man, I know y'all was saying, I heard about y'all. I've been watching y'all, man. I've been hearing and watching. Y'all the ones. class at? What class time start? More that's gonna happen, more that's gonna happen, more that's gonna happen. You understand me? And our enemies, the own people, they know. The ones in power, they know, they understand. Cat, come on with it.
One time I was walking down the street, just casually walking down the street, I had to go to the store.
Ain't nothing casual about you walking, brother. I'm sorry. You walk the street like you about to ready to tear the damn concrete up down. I be watching you. I be laughing myself. I'm like, this is a hardcore kid right here. Look at him. He be, I be cracking up. But that's a spirit we gotta have, Israel. I love it.
I was walking.
I'm glad you ain't say casual. Sorry. That's right. Go ahead,
I was walking, so I'm walking down the street to the store, and I hear the intro to our videos, and I'm looking. I'm like, am I tripping? I'm like, have I watched too many videos? Or I'm like, so I'm looking. I hear it blasting, so I look to the left. There's a brother in his car on his phone watching the video. I said, you watching UPK? He said, yeah, man, some. Told him where the school at, you know what I mean? Just random. You know
Listen, man, you gotta understand that's what it is, baby. I love it. You understand? Let me tell y'all something, man. I always got stories for y'all, and I love to share them because they help me out in the truth, man. The first time, well, in the beginning, I learned I was Israelite, and I fought it, right? A dream. I forget what the dream was. I woke up, popped up on my bed, pew! Called my man to go to class. Was at. I'm on my way. The first time I sat in class, I sat in the front, and a brother was teaching. And as he teaching, I had tears flying out my eyes. I couldn't stop. It was uncontrollable, man. Because finally, I had found the truth and I knew it. I found my family crest. In a world, I was searching for it. You know what I mean? In the world, I was looking for it. Especially when I was doing the so-called Oriental martial arts. I was looking for the original. Thought I found it. But then when I'm looking, I see a family crest that belonged to the Chinese. And I'm saying, damn, I ain't Chinese. What the hell? And I looked around, everybody had a family crest, except for me, and I felt like left out. Even though I was in there studying and learning and shit, you know what I mean, and doing X, Y, Z, I didn't have my family crest. But when I got this truth out, my first class, I cried. I mean, I couldn't stop the tears, man. I mean, I wasn't boo-hooing, but it was just coming out. I couldn't stop it. And I didn't want to stop it because it felt like a release that came within me, man. Like I found my family crest. And I take that serious, man. You understand? I take that serious. Y'all take it serious as well. I understand what you're fighting the battle you're in this society. And those in power, how they want to stop it. And they still Israel, yeah. But they still battling against us in the truth. And the Bible says in the book of Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, you want to know why we go head to head? Why we go toe to toe? The Lord says, put your forehead against their forehead. You understand me? Your thought against their thought. You know what I mean? Strong as flint. All right? With that being said, continue reading, brother. Where you at?
I'm in verse 48, sir.
Drop down to verse 53.
Oh, God.
And Salaki, I know my rib looking about that. He over there drinking coffee. There's still a coffee I had. I'm not that much slave. I ain't got another one. It's still the same one. I just been sipping on the same one. I ain't had 4 or 5 cups. I only had 2 cups. All right? So I'm going to hear y'all mouth. I'll be drinking coffee all the time. Go ahead, that's fine. They call me, you had a coffee on the show, drinking coffee, something. No. My 2nd cup, and I had it since like damn near 3 o'clock last night. I just didn't drink it all. I still kept it, all right? All right, that's it. Come on, let's go.
We're in the book of John, chapter 11, verse 43. Then from that day forth, they took counsel together for to put him to death.
Ooh, now they're trying to kill him. You understand? Now they want to kill Christ. They have a counsel to kill him. That's the only way they feel they can stop him in his miracles, man. Let me tell y'all something. When they came to God Christ, what happened? See if y'all know. When they came and put their hands on him, what happened? No, Kyle, you can't say nothing. Like you want to get answer already. No, you can't say nothing, Cat. You can't say nothing, brother. When they came to put their hands on Christ, what happened, man? Tell me what happened. Nobody know? Nobody know what happened when they came to put their hands on Christ. Nobody know. Ain't nobody typing in nothing, child. Let me see. I'll keep that up, Bob. Go back, bro. Go back to the last one you just said. I like to see what
That was actually a little earlier.
today?
Kind of like the comments.
Yeah, some of the comments they come up on my phone. I ain't see some of the comments, man.
I got it right here though, sir.
Okay, some of them I ain't see a whole lot of them comments. Let's see. Okay, all right, no sweat. Go back to the question, man. What happened when they came to arrest Christ? Now they making a count of they plot to kill Christ now, right? When they finally caught up to Christ, Yahawashi, and they put their hands on him, what happened to the cat who put his hands on Christ? See if I listen, pay attention. No, excuse me, right? You can't see nothing.
No.
Somebody got an answer on there?
Cool. One was Saddama, Yahawadah. He said Peter pulled that sword.
Yep. And then what with the sword? Don't stop right there. Hold on, who that?
Oh, that was on Facebook.
I lie. This Facebook?
No, this is YouTube.
Oh, I lie. Mm-hmm. And the brother of Facebook said, "Hair off." Check out the depth of what we're saying right here. Now, while we are not advocating violence at all, now I don't like the time for that, y'all. Don't get it twisted. But anybody held a sword before? I mean, actually trained with one. I mean, really trained with one. I ain't talking about the shit you do in the house, you do bullshit. I mean, really trained with a sword. I did. This shit ain't no joke. It ain't easy. That's it, practice and skill. You understand me? You gotta practice, you gotta really be good with that thing. It ain't easy. Shit ain't easy. You know what I mean? All that shit is difficult. You gotta practice with it, man. Peter took that sword and cut that boy's ear off. Do you understand how much skill he had to have with a sword to cut a man's ear off? You understand me? That cat had to be bad as hell with a sword. They say he cut his ear off. He put it in the crack and said, ear gone. You know how bad he had to be with a sword for that to happen? You understand? Why am I bringing that up? Now you understand a little bit on how I.S.U.P.K operates. Why we are so hardcore, so security conscious. Because we know that cats plotting against us out here, man. And we don't push and teach our men to be aggressive, but we teach our brothers how to defend themselves very well.
That's right.
You understand? To master your craft. Every brother that went to the Hebrew Academy should be studying the things you learn in the Hebrew Academy. It becomes sharper and sharper and sharper. It should be like second nature to you. If you got men in your city under you who have not been in Hebrew Academy, you should be training them brothers, man, to be sharp. Now, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to use it. Most times. But it might come a time when you do use it. I know we used it one time up here in Philly. You understand? When we had the hammer come up in here, hopping up like he was crazy. And I put him in the ground with chicken wings, head in the damn chair on the floor. You know, I'm calling my name. And by the time he called my name 2 times, he was gone. The boy was on the floor of the chair. I'm driving his head in the ground. To the chicken wing. Then I picked him up and made the Zara, I carried him down the steps. And threw him out of school. You understand? It was what it was. You understand? Point being, I was training. At the time. I was like, I just slowed down a little bit. But boy, back then it was like, woo! You're like every day. By myself in the mirror, going back and forth. Repetition after repetition after repetition. Just ready. That's how we're supposed to be. You understand? And it wasn't done where I took offense or I took aggression towards him. He acted first. I just responded to protect my brothers in the school. You understand? But Peter, they came after they got in council. They ended up catching him to Christ. Peter got that boy in. But then Christ checked him. Said, now ain't the time. I want I can have TITHES come down here now and put the boy ear back on. You understand? But it still don't stop the fact that Peter knew how to do it. Now, keep on reading, Marah. Tell everybody where you at.
In the book of John, chapter 11, verse 53.
Mm-hmm.
Then from that day forth, they took counsel together for to put him to death. Verse 54.
Mm-hmm.
Yahushua therefore walked no more openly among the Jews,
mm-hmm.
but went thence unto a country near the wilderness,
mm-hmm.
into a city called Ephraim,
mm-hmm.
and there continued with his disciples.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jews' Passover was nigh at hand,
mm-hmm.
and many went out of the country up to Jerusalem before the Passover,
mm-hmm.
to purify themselves.
Go ahead.
They sought for Yahushua,
mm-hmm.
and spake among themselves as they stood in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
What think ye, that he will not come to the feast? Verse 57.
Mm-hmm.
Now both the chief priests and Pharisees had given a commandment that if any man knew where he should shew it, and that they might take him.
You see that now, the decree actually went out. Be the warrant for Christ's arrest right now. Yahushua had a warrant on him. So now, I got a question for you. Oh, clowns. I said that. I don't think I cussed. Maybe one time on the show, Kai. I'm ready to cuss again.
Doing good.
Doing good, Kai. Listen, man, as many times I want to cuss. And it's going to be a time right now. I got a question for you. For them clown-ass niggas in purple who stood there and said, if you got a warrant, I'm turning you in. You got a warrant, I'm turning you in. I'm turning you in. You got a warrant, I'm turning you in. Get that money, help feed my people. Christ had a warrant. So now you telling me you seen Christ, but you had wouldn't turn Christ in? Christ had a warrant, man. You understand me? He had a warrant from the government during this time. So now with that being said, when you made that statement and was backed up by your organization, are you saying you and your organization believe in turning brothers got warrants? Well, if you was back during the time of Christ, you were the same brother who would have turned Christ in.
That's right.
For the so-and-so shekels. Like Judas. Wow. Go ahead, Kai.
Remember the video with them homosexuals was I guess they called it rebuking the brother. He in the back of the cop car. Did you see that?
Yep.
Them cats disgusting. Like they full out in the street. It's a brother in the back of the cop car on his way to jail, and these dumb homosexuals go and chastise him more while he in the car.
And check this out, right? They did it because the brother didn't offend them. But guess what, man? I done seen many a times with Commander GEN.YAHANNA for rolling with him. You know what he just said? You know, yo, y'all cut that out. That brother in the world he lost, man. The pain and suffering he's going through, man. Even though somebody might have suffered an offense, I done seen Commander GEN.YAHANNA say that and check us on it. You know, be ready to go. I ain't front. Maybe I'm like, what? Nah, chill out. See that pain and suffering that brother going through, man? Cool out, man. Say a prayer for that young brother or that young sister. Which made me check myself. Not promote the fact he catching more and more hell. I told y'all they don't sound like us, man. They don't roar like us, man. going to say to a cat, he got a warrant. I'm telling you, listen, when I was a cop, when I rolled with Esau at 5-0, and all that kind of stuff, when I was locking up cats, I was trying to find a way to not lock them up or get them as less time as they can, especially near the end. I ran into cats that was like I ran into people that had the same spirit them cats in purple had. When I was having more and more incidents where I could have shot brothers, I mean, it would have been lawful. Guaranteed. It would have been lawful. I would have been clean. I'd have got away with it. I didn't pull the trigger. Why? Because I learned that they were brothers. They in hell, but they still was brothers, man. You understand me? So I didn't pull my trigger at all. I had my gun out, but I never pulled the trigger. I thank the Lord for it. Even in the shootouts that I was involved in, I didn't pull my damn trigger. Because I had to be careful. I knew that could mean somebody's death. And the only reason I thought that, because I met a brother by the name of Commander GEN.YAHANNA. And two other brothers, GEN.YAHANNA and GEN.YAHANNA, what made me sick. And start not looking at my brother as enemies, but as my brothers, man. Right. So now, I got men teaching me this. And I see the Bible supports what they saying. Then I hear men over here saying, if you got a warrant, I'm turning him in. What the fuck is that? You fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know how many cats came into the school with warrants? Hey, what we do? We clean them up, and then they go clean themselves up, they beat the warrant, and live a regular life. Are you kidding me? I don't know, God. Maybe I'm just old and crazy down, but I love my brothers and sisters, man.
That's fine.
More than I love my damn self. Yeah, I understand the love I got for my people, man. That shit surpassed the love I got for my wives and my kids. I love them to death. You understand? I take out 25 blocks for them. What do you think I'm doing for my people? Christ had a warrant from the government at the time of Israel, which was valid. He knew he had to go duck and hide and lay low. He did that. And now you want to tell me these cats now that they learned that Christ had a warrant, they turned him in? Yeah, they turned him in. Suckers. You wonder why we don't affiliate with no other group. No, we don't, man. I ain't trying to hear that. I mean, I ain't got no rap. Just you know what you're doing is wrong. But for that lust of power and money, you do it. Stay your ass where you at. I'm gonna tell you straight. Please don't come to me with that. I love y'all, but I got little tolerance and patience doing some dumb stuff. While we got black people, Hispanic and Native Indians, are you telling me y'all worried about warrants when the Native Indians are living on reservations, man, like a third world country? All the poverty and death we got in the ghetto, and y'all trying to turn brothers in? You kidding me? Yeah, man, every brother got a warrant in the world. You kidding me? Let me stop. Let me get back focused on what we're teaching, man. So they had a decree to get Christ. Go to Matthew 27, verse 1, brother.
Oh, God. We're in the book of Matthew, chapter 27, verse 1. In the book of Matthew, chapter 27, verse 1. When the morning was come, all the chief priests and elders of the people took counsel against Yahushua, took counsel against Yahushua to put him to death.
Say it again.
All the chief priests and elders of the people took counsel against Yahushua to put him to death.
They plotted on kill Christ, man. You understand me? Keep on going to the end of verse 2.
And when they had bound him, they led him away and deliver him to Pontius Pilate, the governor.
Yeah. And when you read the story, man, you find out that Pontius Pilate said, yo, man, my blood, this man's blood ain't on my hands, man. Because he knew, because of jealousy and envy, they turned Christ in. He knew that. He knew the people was doing this only because they were jealous and envious of Christ. He knew it. Now drop down to verse 15. Come on.
In the book of Matthew, chapter 27, verse 15. Now at the feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner whom they would. And they had been a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahushua, which is called Christ?
Go ahead.
For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
They knew what was going on, man. You understand me, man? They knew. Pontius Pilate knew it. He wasn't dumb. But once again, our people, man, it's a shame. Our people, it's a shame, man. Go ahead.
Oh God. Verse 19. When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, have thou nothing to do with that just man? For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahushua.
That's the end of 20?
All
right, now, real fast, y'all. You find the scripture, where is it?
Proverbs 16:7.
All right, real fast for Sister Labaya, right? Ask the question. Proverbs what?
16:7.
Read that for me out real fast.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7.
Go ahead.
When a man's ways please the Lord,
go ahead.
He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Say it again.
He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Now, with that, to go along with that, sis, let me give you a couple of scriptures on angels rolling with you when you rap with the Most High. Hold on. All right. Proverbs, the 91st chapter. Psalms. Psalm 91 and Psalms 34. In those two Psalms to tell you how angels going to be protecting you. You understand me? And 2 Ezra 16, verse 75, where it says, be ye not afraid. All right? Okay? That might be a good topic for next week about how the angels protecting us when we out here doing different things, man. Help settle some brothers, help settle them in, man. You know what I mean? Tawada for that, Sister Labaya. That might be our topic next week, man. On angels protecting us and how they protect our people from the past. You understand me? So, no sweat, we in the game. Now, everybody, Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. Go ahead and read, brother.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. For the ungodly say, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
Go ahead.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
And let me say this one more thing too, from Sister's question, something popped in my brain. When I gave you the example of the brother who walked off his federal probation, you know why Proverbs works and Psalms work? Because that brother got into school and he really changed his life. He fought them demons inside of himself and let go of that old man and become a new man. I watched the transformation of the brother. It was honorable, man. Honorable, for lack of better. It was honorable what he did. The Lord will be on your side what you do in life when you're doing what he say do, no matter what happens. We all got different trials, tribulations in this truth. And the Lord seeing if he's worthy of his protection. Because on the other side, Satan is saying this. Lord, look, take this from that person, take that from this person. And now let's see if they still stay with you. I bet you they ain't roll out. I bet you they need the truth. That's what Satan's saying. Satan gambling that he give you something from your past that's always worked on you, that'll continue to work on you. That's why y'all gotta understand, man, it is truth. You gotta become somebody totally different than who you were. You understand me? That's very important. I always say it. I say it all the time. You can't be that same person, because that same person, Satan was playing, and he was playing you, he was playing you, and he was playing you. Like the Bible says in the book of Ephesians. You understand me? That old man. Now, for the Lord to be on your side and be with you, you got to do what the Lord said. Even when it seems like it ain't no hope, even when it seems like everything's going wrong and going bad, even when you're getting your feelings, the biggest thing about Israelites, boy, y'all feelings. Y'all cats get caught up in y'all feelings bad. I feel. Let's not do that anymore. Let's stay focused. Understand me? And Satan is trying. Satan is saying, Lord, I can make him say this. I'm telling you. Listen, man, listen, Most High, listen. The same thing he did to Job, y'all. He said, Lord, Satan, he said, listen, Job on that way because we protected him, man. You see that protection from Job? I got it. Perfect plan. Most High, listen. And Job did not flinch. You understand me? We can't flinch. Job was a man who had wealth and power. He lost that wealth and power. Job's children died. He still didn't leave the Most High. You understand me? When things get bad for me, because Satan coming to everybody, I think about Job. I think about what I had not lost in this truth. Through all my little short time in the truth, the things that happened, I think about what I didn't lose. But I know I would have lost if I was in the world, and what I didn't lose. I thank the Lord for it. I tell Satan, kiss my, you know what? I keep on rolling this truth. You got to be that way, all right? So that's it on that. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter.
Okay. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and the little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. They know they're going to die. They know they ain't going to be here forever, but they plot to do evil, man. This evil, man. Same kind of spirit of these cats, the same spirit that was in the men who tried to kill Christ, and the same spirit of the men now who come against his truth. Go ahead. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no return. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Go ahead. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this. All right, that's it on that. I got one more verse I would like to read. Come on, brother, let's get it. Verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. That's the what? Oppress the poor righteous man. That's what they doing. Catch money do it all the time. Why do you think the ghetto is the way it is? They getting rich by money. People lining their pockets up of money to let all these heathens in our neighborhoods be eat off for us. No other nationality does that in America. None. None. What else they do? What else they do with that? The Italian neighborhood, they don't have that down there. That's right. Oh, they don't play that. The Irish, they don't play that either. Go ahead, get down. The Irish don't play that.
You can stay right there, brother. I got it. We're gonna stop right there anyway. Ours don't play that. Other nations play that, man, but nobody else, man, but us. They get paid by lining our pockets, man. That's what they doing, man. You understand me? That's what they doing, man. All right? So that's to let you know that what the main concern of the ones who was in power when Christ was here on earth, the same thing we're going through now. All right? The same exact thing. Listen, we're going to take a couple song break, take a break, come back. We got a brother, Greg Lyon, he's from the Netherlands. I'm going to answer your question. Any other questions, please type them in. Be on the bottom half of the show. I want to get your questions in. If you got a question, come on and ask me. Be right back live on Let the Hebrew Speak. They got back there, God. All right, well, I'm saying the same thing. Listen, I'm going to take a couple songs.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I was 13 when I met the demon. Give me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep it clean. And then he tried to show you, make sure that you leave me. He said, I'm gonna hold you down when problems pop up. How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said, don't you want the Benz vertical? Stop, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's pop up. I know you gon' rock. The plug from by the block up. I tell you a little secret. Make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Brian got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Crib in the Bahamas, just got a lift for his mama. He's fucking up in commas, be honest, he's seeing decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. Flat, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kinda slow. I asked him how to struggle. He got stuck for his bundle, but them 6 hour lifts in his legs would made him crumble.
Weezy got a house, mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all. He right back in the hood. I see you try to play me. You gave us crack in the 80s. Made us support our babies and making hoes out of ladies. I know you got me crazy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than cause for nothing amaze me. I see you niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't face me.
I guarantee that you won't regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could get it.
What you saying? I can't win.
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again, I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious. But we been getting fucked up, but to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of us and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Man was all lives mattered when they killed Osama. There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropped bombs, saying he don't bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even called us Obama. Everybody set the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die martyr. Read what you saw, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' hit this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with Scott Chicago. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. Got nothing that's holding me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I keep up my fight. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave a homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot a homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from my baby spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's tripe, I'm just getting visuals like Skype. Ash Trayvon, Mike Brown, like Hot Girlie, Eric Garner, Storm Bell, Philando, Alden, Sterling, Javon McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I to the eyes of the devil. I ain't at the die to meet the devil. I ain't at the die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Never seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. Instead, I pray for every devil.
Give me Exodus 4:22. And how in the hell did you try to take this Bible and use it for everybody? You stupid as hell. You dumb as hell. This Bible is what's going to condemn you. Because this is the book of the Israelites. You should have destroyed this book, you dumb so-called white people. Instead of going around and trying to use the Bible is the book that's going to destroy your wow.
Excuse me, everyone, I have a brief announcement to make. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time, and good night.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat. No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low level. I'm pushing, but they don't, so I'm a killer with the flow. Blinded by the dope, can't see clearly with the smoke. They rather see this on that dope. I thought they're buried in a hole. They want to see us go because they can't go through the dope, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' get free from what they stole. Try to stop our flow, but they cannot achieve their goals, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' get free from what they stole. Hey, who shall be small if we don't get them? They gon' get us all. And I begin if I just sit back while my people fall. There is no contestant when we all in this together. So let's come together now so we can end this shit forever. I don't wanna go to school. I'd rather read over my enemy than study all the methods to kill my people mentally. Sex, money, and drugs is destroying our identity. And this ain't the end of this shit be going on for centuries. Instead of fighting for right, they fighting for our land. Now we fighting for the man that's all right until they plan. And I'm sick of this. It's ridiculous how the government is such hypocrites. They make the laws, then break the laws. How serious can I take the law? My plan home and I take the law. This family first, first come to worst, and I doubt mine. Me and my niggas, we charged up like outline. We snapped up like Calabar. When it's for time for the front line. That's like I'm acting like I was born again. It's afterlife. No one knows because they try to keep it on the low level. But they can't, so I'm a killer with the flow. Blinded by the dope, can't see clearly with the smoke. They rather see us on that dope. I thought they're buried in a hole. They want to see us go because they can't go through the dope, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' get free from what they stole. Try to stop our flow, but they cannot achieve their goals, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' get free from what they stole. Check it, get the light right, cause it's the last call. Christ coming back, ain't to the church of soul. It can happen while you shopping, walk around the mall. Where you from? Where you at? Babylon fall. Lose your head by the sword, all day is long. Where I'm from, beach. We in the midst of war, but it's the Holy One. I speak the holy tongue. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat. I got the most high power. I ain't need a gun. I'll be out here representing kingdom come. And bread for the children who can't get a crumb. They didn't hear me, they ain't feeling where I'm coming from. But I died from everybody from the Catholic Church to Illuminati. Christ coming back now. I'm not trying to warn the people, but they try to knock me. What you thought that I wasn't going to put my voice in? Fuck all of y'all. White people. No one knows because they try to keep it on the low level. Because they can't, so I'm a killer with the flow. Blinded by the dope, can't see clearly through the smoke. They try to see us on that dope. I thought they're buried in a hole. They want to see us go, but they can't go through the dope. But I can feel it in my soul. They can't get free from what they stole. Try to stop our flow, but they cannot achieve their goals, so I can feel it in my soul. They can't get free from what they stole. No one knows because they try to keep it on the low level. But they can't, so I'm a killer with the flow. Blinded by the dope, can't see clearly through the smoke. They rather see us on that dope. I thought they're buried in a hole. They want to see us go because they can't go through the dope, but I can feel it in my soul. They can't get free from what they stole. Try to stop us over, they cannot if you can go, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' get real when they start.
Ow!
You having that dream where you made the white people riot, weren't you?
But I was telling the truth.
How many times have I told you you better not even dream about telling white folks the truth? You understand me? Shoot. Making white people riot. You better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.
Listen, y'all, that's my show, man, the Boondocks, man. I loved it, man. I'm not sure if it's still on or not, but I know the one boy left, the whole dynamic of the show changed, man. That's why things gotta stay the same, man. Cats gotta stay down what they're doing, man. With that being said, all right, we're in the bottom half an hour. The brother Great Lion had a question. He said, I am a brother from the Netherlands. How can I spread the truth in my area? Do you know of any brothers in the Netherlands? Now, this is what we're going to say. Do me a favor, Kat. Go to Mark, the 4th chapter, start at verse 15. Go there. All right. It's for you, brother Great Lion. Mark 4, start at verse 15. Now, let me say this to you. Before you go there, what's the one in Hebrews where it says you got to be talking before you teach? What verse is that, y'all?
It's like we ought to be teachers. We ought to be teachers.
Yeah, it's in Hebrews.
Hebrews 5:12.
Say again.
Hebrews chapter 5:12.
All right, everybody go there first. Great Lion, go to Hebrews 5:12. 5:12 all the way down to 14. I used to know all these scriptures is that now. I'm slipping. I can get back to the top of my game, baby. You know what I mean? Everybody go to Hebrews 5, verse 12 through 14. It's for you, brother Great Lion. All right? Go ahead, read for me, y'all.
Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12.
Come on.
For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again.
You see that, brother? When it's time to teach, you got to be taught on how to teach. Go ahead.
Which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
You hear me, man? That's why it's so evil and so dumb as hell when cats say, well, the Lord going to teach me. Or someone's going to teach me. I ain't learning from no man. But if you learn it from the Bible, you learn it from it anyway, because man wrote the Bible, you damn dummy. You understand me? It's killing me when cats say out their mouth. Some cats say some of the most dumbest things, man. Being simple, being proud. You can't come in here being proud. You got to come in here being humble. That's a great question you asked, brother. Go ahead, finish reading.
And I become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Go ahead.
For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But strong meat belongeth to them that are full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
You see that, man? That's what the Lord said I was supposed to be, man. But you got to be taught first. You got to be taught and get skillful in the milk scriptures. Let me tell you something. The most milk scripture confounds Christianity and Islam. You understand me? It'll confound the hell out of them. But this is what I want you to focus on. Now, you know you got to be taught. You know, there's only one school that do the teaching. That's the I.S.U.P.K. Now, everybody go to Mark, the 4th chapter, verse 15, all the way down to, I believe, 17.
Mark chapter 4, verse 15. And these are they by the wayside where the word is sown. By when they have heard.
Stop. Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. The sower soweth the word. And these are they by the wayside.
This is the parable of the sower. You understand me? And listen carefully. It is for everybody. For everybody. Go ahead.
Where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Sometimes cats hear this truth. And be like, yeah, something. And next thing you know, here comes Satan, then they gone.
Yep.
That happens. Go ahead.
And these are they likewise, which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness.
But say what?
When they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness.
Here go the other brothers and sisters. Yeah, that's the truth, something. Yeah, I'm down. Come to class for a minute, go ahead. Get a Hebrew name. That's why I become an officer if they make it that far. Trooper, go ahead.
And have no root in themselves.
They ain't root themselves in the truth, though. Go ahead.
And so endure but for a time.
Mm-hmm.
Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
You see me? Let me tell you, that's cats, man. They come in here for a period of time. And when things get kind of hard, a little difficult, they want to run from the truth. They want to flee from the truth, man. That's them. And most times you find out when a cat roll out, the reason they give be bullshit.
Yep.
It's always something else that happened that he done did. You understand? Because he couldn't endure that he don't want to bring out. But it always come out of the end anyway. You understand me? Do you want to encounter some brothers like this here? That's why I tell you all the time for my shows. I said on every show, no matter which one I'm talking, what topic I have, y'all better root yourselves in the truth, man.
That's right.
Take time out to get rid of your old man. The problem is that old person you got hanging around like an old damn cloth, like a pair of drawers with holes in them. Go buy a brand new pair of drawers. You got a pair of old drawers you hanging on to, go buy a new pair of drawers with no holes in them. That's your old person, man. Keep on reading, cat.
And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world.
And what, brother?
The cares of this world.
Oh, man, I go to my slave. Go ahead.
And the deceitfulness of riches.
I gotta go to my slave. My wife is tripping. I ain't seen my kids. I got this and I got that. I got this. They want goddamn excuses, man. Hell, I got kids. Hey, brother in school got kids. Brother in school got more than one wife, one or two. They want to be home with their families. But you know what they're doing? They're sacrificing it all for this truth, man. And guess what you got to do? The same exact same thing. The deceitfulness, man. I know one brother, when we was getting ready to start a camp at Pleasant Market in Philadelphia. And it was one cat who was afraid to speak. He didn't really think he could speak well. I kept trying to tell him he could, and he'd be all right. And I wasn't a good speaker at the time. I wanted to go to camp. And this cat here, another cat was telling him, well, you know, brother, you ain't got to be the one too many jobs and shoot something. I said, no, man, fuck that. He can speak. He'd be all right with it. You know what I mean? You got to go out and start doing it. Well, the next excuse was he's trying to get a job that was around the corner from where we were speaking at. Some kind of photo or film job or something, because he was in film school. So that was the next excuse. You know, he never came to a Philly camp and stood close to Philly camp. He went to camp in DC one time, but that was even too much for him. Lo and behold, you know he never got that job. You know that, right? That job he wanted, he ain't never get. He never got a job he wanted. And it serves him right. That's right. That's right. Whatever you put before the Lord, he's going to take from you. That's right. I'm trying to tell y'all, you better put it all on the line. That's why I said the deceitfulness, man. Meaning these things that you think that you got to do are deceiving you. And you're going to lose it. You come up in here and want to do it your way and think, well, I got this first, that first. You want to lose it. Let me put it in front of the Lord. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to tell you, you're going to lose it. And it's going to be your fault because you didn't muscle up in here like how you're supposed to. The deceitfulness of riches and the cares of this world is what you care about more than the Lord and more than your people. You understand me? Let me give you an example of one brother. Camp Tazar Yacht. Everybody know him as the timid killer, something. I remember when he came into school. First day he came down to school, he had camp at 12th and Mark. He came out there with the camera, wanted to film. He introduced us to us, we talked and everything. Let's go get down, man. He had to eat him like, kiss our boot and everything out there at 12th and Market. He filming everything. When that day forward, that brother came down from North Jersey to Philly 3 times a week, sometimes 4. Monday class, Thursday class, came right back down Friday for camp. You understand me? Did it for at least 6 months straight, at least, not more. The only way he stopped, he got orders to stop. Muhammad told him, you got to stop coming down here this time, a couple of days. He ain't want to stop. He got orders to stop. When we stopped having camp at 12th and Market and went into Harlem, Times Square, so now he wasn't coming. Matter of fact, was he having camp on Fridays? I think he might have been having camp on Fridays and Times Square on Saturdays. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think you're right, Captain. God damn, I'm getting old now. We had camp on Friday and Times Square on Saturday, but he was coming down here Monday class, Thursday class, camp on Friday, meet us at Times Square on Saturday. Film and campus in my wild. You understand me? That's how it was, man. The brother ain't make no excuses. He ran one of his cars in the ground, coming back and forth down there. He ain't care. And then when his car wasn't working, guess what he did? Caught the train. Came down here, got the radio show up and running for Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Some days he left early, some days he didn't. And the days he left early, he got orders to leave early. He ain't want to go. That's the spirit we got to have, man. Put it all on the line for the Most High Christ. I watched the brother do it. So now when I talk to brothers, and I tell you why something ain't getting done, and I tell you, when I tell you that ain't no excuse, you know why I'm telling you there ain't no excuse tonight. It's Satan fucking with you. It can get done. When I tell sisters to stop being loud mouth monsters and to obey your husband, now you know why I'm telling you. It's just an excuse. Just do your thing. You understand me? That's why. The cares of the world, man, right here. You got to put it all on the line, man, for the Lord. The situation you in is nothing but a moment of time. He'll bring you up out of there. He will see what you made out of it. Are you worthy of the gift the Lord trying to give you? With that being said, keep on reading. In Apocrypha, Marah. Second Esdras, we're talking about, you got Apocrypha? Oh, there you go. Second Esdras in Apocrypha, where it says, the path we got to walk, fire on one side, water on the 6th chapter. Kyle, you keep on reading, brother.
And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and lust.
And what, brother?
Lust.
Woo! The second Esdras 7. Verse, see that next, all right? Second Esdras 7 and 6. And what, brother?
The lust.
Y'all know what a lust is? A lust is just an intense desire for something, man. That's what a lust is. An intense desire for something. Go ahead.
Of other things entering in. Choke the word. And they becoming unfruitful.
They becoming what?
Unfruitful.
You understand? Go ahead.
And these are they which are sown on good ground.
This is what you want to be, man. And it's I.S.U.P. and it's truth, man. Put your brick and your stone in. Go ahead.
Such as hear the word.
Go ahead.
And receive it.
Go ahead.
And bring forth fruit.
You hear the word. You go forth these changes. You do the thing the Bible says, the book of Ephesians, the 4th chapter, when it says get rid of the old man, becoming somebody new. Then, when you do all that, Read it again from the top.
These are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it and bring forth fruit. Some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100.
You understand me? That's it right there. Now, with that being said, give me 2nd Esdras, the 7th chapter, verse 6, I think down to verse 9, my right. Go ahead.
2nd Esdras chapter 7, verse 6.
Come on, brother.
There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things.
That city's the kingdom of heaven, y'all. You understand me? To make it to the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
The entrance thereof is narrow.
Go ahead.
And is set in a dangerous place to fall.
You see that, man? It's so narrow. Go ahead.
Like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water.
Go ahead. And
one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
We telling y'all how to get through it. How to take that path. If I can walk the path for you, I would. You understand me? I'll carry everybody on my back, and we can walk across together. I'm gonna drop you off, go back and the rest of everybody else. But the Lord got it, we all gotta walk this path for ourselves. You understand me? If you obey what we're telling you, you will get to that path.
That's right.
But to get to that path, it's some fight that gotta be done. You understand me? You can't worry about the fire or the water. You gotta worry about the mission that we gotta do. You understand? Go ahead.
If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance.
You see that? It's given to a man for an inheritance. Go ahead.
If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance?
See that? And we don't go through the danger, man. How do we get the kingdom of heaven? You know, y'all, we had it at one time. You know that, right? What says we lost it. Now we got to get it back. In the face of all the danger in hell, you can get it back. Go ahead.
And,
Go ahead.
Verse 10, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
You see that? Is whose portion?
Is Israel's
portion?
Israel's.
Go ahead.
Portion. Because for their sakes I made the world.
You see that? For our sakes, man. Now, with that being said, y'all, why do you think Christ came? He came to show you how to do it. That's why I said he was made like unto his brothers. Same way he was made. Mom and Pop had sex, Christ was born. You know what I mean? Same exact way. That's why he's the seed of King David. That man's lineage, his sperm, his lineage, his family heritage, man. You understand me? So now, you know what you got to do. Let's stay focused on that mission, man. You understand? Stay focused on it. With that being said, I'm going to get real quick the second part of the brother's question, then we got to go. Everybody else who had questions, I'm going to answer them next week on the show. Just come stay tuned. I apologize, but for time's sake, I got to cut it after we get this next question for the brother, and then get ready for all the Zanaya's show to hit the truth about Cherokee. So now, you ready for the next question? Kyle, you want to take that? About his heritage?
Come on, come. Genesis chapter 49 now.
Oh, God.
Brother, hey, the second part of the brother's question, he wanted to know what tribe he's from. He said his father is from the, I forget how to say it. Arawak tribe. His father from the Arawak tribe was our natives of the Caribbean. Natives of the Caribbean, he asks is that the tribe of Asher or Ashar, La'ad, is not the tribe of Asher, it's the tribe of Benjamin. The brothers and sisters that were in the Caribbean, you understand, who found in the Caribbean, Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, some more places. St. Paul is that one, St. Paul.
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas. I might be missing a few. All them Virgin Islands down there. Tobago. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers who stem from those places, though they are from the tribe of Benjamin. And we're going to get this description for you. Genesis chapter 49, read verse 1 first.
In the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together.
Say that one more time.
Gather yourselves together.
Now, Zephaniah, we read that at the beginning of every show. That's how you know Zephaniah 2:1 is talking about the sons of Jacob, man. Talking about those 12 tribes. It ain't talking about, it's a quick sidebar. It ain't talking about the rest of the world or the other nations in the world. Read it again.
Gather yourselves together.
Jacob said, gather yourselves together, talking to his sons, just like Zephaniah talking to who? The sons of Jacob, man. Go ahead, Marah.
God. That I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
He said, that which shall befall you in the last days. These are the last days we in right now. You understand? These are the last days we in right now. Marah, too, also. I do any more on that? Come on, keep reading.
Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob.
Go ahead.
And hearken unto Israel your father.
And hearken unto me. I'm your father. I'm about to tell you what's going to happen to you in the last days. Is this talking about when the sons die? No. This talking about in the last days when we rule this earth. Jacob is telling his sons a prophecy of what's going to happen to them. You understand? What's going to become them and their family. Excuse me. Their sons and their daughters. You understand? Any more on that?
Reuben, thou art my
first. Stop right there. Give me James 1:1. Go to James 1:1 real quick. You understand? Give me that first, and then you're going to get Genesis chapter 49.
Verse 27.
Yeah.
James chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of the power and of the outer one, Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Go ahead.
To the 12 tribes.
To the who?
To the 12 tribes.
To the who?
12 tribes.
Go ahead.
Which are scattered abroad.
Which are what?
Scattered abroad.
To the who?
12 tribes.
To the who? 12 tribes. Talking about who? Jacob's 12 sons. Go ahead.
Which are scattered abroad.
Which are what?
Scattered abroad.
Scattered or dispersed. You understand? All over the earth. That's who James writing these letters to. You understand? In the book of Genesis, Jacob is giving a prophecy to his sons, these 12 sons, which are who, Marah?
The 12 tribes.
The 12 tribes. You understand? And here in James in the New Testament, he's telling you that the 12 tribes are scattered abroad, meaning scattered all over the earth. During the time when Jacob was giving us the prophecy of what's going to happen to their families in the last days, you understand? They were all together. You understand? Now I'm telling you that the 12 tribes of Jacob scattered abroad. You understand? Now go to Genesis chapter 49. Was there any more on that? James? Go ahead to Genesis chapter 49, verse 27. Now for time's sake, cool. You understand? Now, to break down the scripture, that's a Gentile precept in James 1:1. To show you that the Gentiles that Christ came to save or to bring back into the fold were not the other nations. You understand? It was talking about the 12 tribes who were scattered abroad, living amongst the other nations and living and accepted the other nations' culture, becoming Christians, becoming Buddhists, becoming Catholics, becoming Rastafarians, and such ideologies like that. You understand? You see brothers like from Jamaica, Trinidad, they up there in the UK heaven. Up in the UK heaven. Cap Mashop, you know what I'm saying? He from the tribe of Benjamin. Cap Mashop from the tribe of Benjamin goes and helps lead those brothers up there in the UPK. Majority of those brothers are from the tribe of Benjamin, man. A lot of those brothers from the tribe of Benjamin. They ain't just in Jamaica. You understand? They ain't just in Trinidad and Tobago and St. Paul or in the Barbados. You understand? We scattered all over, man. Hey, this brother right here from the Netherlands. You understand? I don't know where the hell the Netherlands is, but it ain't in the UK. You understand? It ain't in Jamaica. It ain't in Trinidad. You understand? But brother, you are from the tribe of Benjamin who has been scattered abroad because of our disobedience to the Lord. You understand? But now it is time for us to do what? Gather ourselves back together, man. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that scripture.
In the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 27.
Go ahead.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. Y'all know how wolves hunt. You understand? So just keep this metaphor in your mind as the brother read. So he said, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. Benjamin, or in Hebrew, Benjamin. You understand what I'm saying? The wolf is Benjamin's signet. You understand? That's his standard. You understand? The wolf. All right? He said he shall raven like a wolf. Y'all know how wolves hunt, man. They are very notorious predators when it comes to hunting.
And they territorial.
Yeah.
You come about their territory, that's your ass. They don't play no games with that shit there.
Right.
They got an alpha male that controls everything. On his order, the pack go, the pack don't go.
And so if I could, they roll as a unit.
They don't play no games.
They like a wolf, like the Lord is so, you know what I'm saying, omnipotent and how he create things. Like the wolf, it's different how the lions hunt. Even though they fear the lionesses, they fierce how they hunt too. But them wolves is different now. You understand? And then the terrain that they hunted, like the General said, that ain't no joke. So you just think he raven as a wolf. Go ahead.
In the morning, he shall devour the prey.
In the morning, he shall devour the prey. They gonna go get that meal. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get that prey. You understand? They gonna complete their mission. You understand? Go ahead.
And at night, he shall divide the spoil.
At night, he shall what?
Divide the spoil.
And at night, he shall what?
Divide the spoil.
This wolf gonna go hunt, and then he gonna bring that spoil back, which is that prey, which is that meat, and he gonna split it with his brothers. You understand? That's the spirit of those Benjamite brothers, man. Listen, don't nobody work harder than the Benjamite, man. You understand? Don't nobody work harder than the Benjamite as far as how he grinds and grinds, doing multiple jobs and then coming back just to build it up for his family, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's Benjamin's spirit. That's the Jamaican man's spirit, how he got skills to do so many things. You understand what I'm saying? And what he does is he comes and shares it with his people. You understand? If you look at the tribe of Benjamin, even today, even though we've been in the white man's clutches in America because of Christianity, the people in Jamaica, their family structure is a lot stronger than Judah's is. Like their family structure is deeply rooted in tradition and morals. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's how Benjamin is, man. And
so Bate boy.
Come, hey, I was about to get into that.
Bate boy, go bye-bye.
I was about to get into that. Salaki. What is it?
He has some more to his question.
The Iron Throne, Great Line.
Yeah, he has some more to his question.
Iraq and Taino people are indigenous people of the land.
You want above that too?
No, but there's a difference between the black people from the black people.
Now, based off your next question, Brother Great Lion, right? Captain Kyle, but it's to break down the Bunyan, right? What we need to know now is what I should ask in the beginning, that's my fault, is this. Your father. Is your father's father from Arawak or Taino tribes? You understand me? Yeah. That's what I need to know now. Because if he's not part of the Arawak, if he's not part of Arawak and Taino tribes, then he comes from the Caribbean, then you gonna be Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? But if he's Arawak or Taino, then you very well may be an Ephraimite. All right? I'm gonna let the brother still finish breaking down about young. So okay, enjoy it.
Oh God. So and that's where, you know what I'm saying, they family struggle is just deeply rooted in family, man. And also, like I said, we under the white man's oppression. Down there in them islands where Benjamin dwelled. You understand? Down there in them islands, the white man got his oppression down there too. And they use the other nations to do it. Like them East Indians, them filthy East Indians or the Elamites, you understand? They oppressing them brothers down there. Them filthy Hamites, them Ethiopians trying to take up and claim to be, you understand, from our people. You understand? They oppressing them down there, you understand? But Benjamin still has a deeply rooted family structure, man. You know what I'm saying? And some sense of black, nationalism. You understand? Like their most popular music, even though it's off. You understand that reggae? I forget what I don't know what called. I got hit up having a shot. You know what I'm saying? I forget what they actually call the music. I know it ain't reggae. Reggae is kind of like a hippie, you know what I'm saying, type of music. But the deep gutter rooted Sizzler and all them cats, they more popular music is about Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Like they do hardcore music about Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Like them cats is deep on, you know what I'm saying? The white man is the devil. You You understand what I'm saying? They big on that down there. And when Benjamin go to work, you understand, he come to break bread with his brothers. Another thing, you understand, we can go to, I'm going to tell you to you verbatim, just for time's sake. There was an ancient war in Israel. There was an ancient war in Israel where the tribe of Benjamin, who are the so-called Jamaicans and Trinidadians, those brothers in the West Indies, you understand, who had fell into homosexuality bad, man. They came into a bad way with their homosexuality.
Hold on. Not everybody tribe was homosexual. Them cats who was trying to get the people were homosexual. The problem was the tribe wasn't trying to give them up. You understand me? The tribe was still trying to protect them. But not everybody was homosexual. I can't charge the whole tribe now. You know what I mean? I'm like, go ahead, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody was, but there was a group of Benjamites who had, you know what I'm saying, wanted to rape this man that came into the city and ended up raping and killing his concubine or his wife. You understand what I'm saying? And raping and killing her, you understand? And what turned into a big war in Israel that almost had the tribe of Benjamin utterly destroyed. Where the rest of the tribes almost didn't leave none of Benjamin. You understand? To where we had to give them our daughters, you understand, for them to marry so that their tribe can thrive. You understand? But I'm bringing it out because of this. Those Benjamites down there in Jamaica and Trinidad do not play their homosexuality, man. Even though, like in America, like they wanted to come to America to have the pressure off of them. You understand, in America. But down there in them islands, them brothers don't play that. And it's spiritual why them brothers don't play that, man. It's something embedded in their spirit because they almost were destroyed as a people because their brothers had fallen into homosexuality, man. And that goes to show you that the Lord just don't judge a group of people. He judge all you. You understand what I'm saying? One of you go off, all of you off. Why? Because you are not bringing judgment on your brother, man. If you ain't bringing judgment on your brother for what he does wrong, then you are in accord with the evil that he's doing, man. And that's what the general bringing out as far as how the rest of the tribe ain't want to give the brothers up. They too proud, you understand, to say, nah, they ain't do that, and almost got the rest of their people killed and destroyed for it, man. You understand? Because what those brothers did was not right. And now you go amongst the Jamaicans with your wrists all bent and sad shame wearing lipstick, then Benjamin's gonna hit you with a machete, man. That's right. Them Jamaicans gonna take a machete to the back of your head, you understand, throw a rock at you, you understand, and go on about their day, working and ravening like a wolf, and they gonna give a damn about you because they know that it's wrong, man. That's the spirit of Benjamin. Once again, brother, if you can answer the question, let us know where your father from, man.
Okay, now I think he hold on.
Yeah, Mike?
No. I said he said yes, right? After asking the question. So I asked him again, question for the brother. As he said his father is Isupk. He said, he is.
So you're Ephraimite.
Yeah.
Okay, so brother, since you from the Arawak or Taino Indians, those are biblically the tribe of Ephraim or Aparia. You understand? Let's get that real quick, Mariah, real quick.
Okay. Genesis chapter 49, verse 22.
And thank you too, brother, for the patience and the clarity on what we asked. And what we answered. And pick up the Captain Kyle breaking out by that tribe of Benjamin. That was a heavy breakdown we did on Benjamin, man. That need to be known, man. You understand? They need to be known about all our tribes and where we come from. Know your heritage, man. You understand me? Know it. Know where you come from. You understand me? So you know. What for the truth? I wouldn't know I was for the West Indian Islands. I had no clue.
Right.
And to the truth. And I started seeking out and asking questions. I found out on my pop's side, both. My father, my grandpa, and my grandma both was from the Caribbean Islands. Both of them. You understand? And I said, well, hell, I know I am now. I'm a straight Benjamite from the gate. You goddamn thing. But I would never known except for the truth. You understand? Know your heritage and family crest. Go ahead.
Me as well, too, sir. I thought I was Judah. About I found out in 2nd grade, okay?
Oh, yeah. Rob, Benjamite too.
Damn right.
Damn right. That's what's up.
It wasn't for the truth, so I would have no clue.
Yeah.
That's like if I could, that's like Captain Samuel. Captain Samuel lived his whole life as a Judah. He ain't goddamn Gadite. His whole life, man. Hamacall, I'm called my brother, I'm called, he thought he was a Judite, and my rib. They full out Gadites. You understand what I'm saying? Full out Native American Indians. This land belonged to them more than the white man.
Right.
So go ahead and read that out.
In the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 22. Joseph is a fruitful bow.
Joseph is a what?
A fruitful bow.
All right, stop right there. Say it real quick. It said Joseph is a fruitful bow. Joseph was a son of Jacob. You understand? And he was sold off into the slavery by his brothers. You understand? You have to read the story up on there in the book of Genesis. He was sold to slavery with his brothers, and he became powerful in Egypt. You understand? That's how Jacob and those 70 souls came into Egypt, and we started to flourish in Egypt because Jacob's son Joseph was sold into slavery, ended up in Egypt, and rose up to power in Egypt because of the spirit of the Lord on him. You understand? Because of how he had visions and could discern visions. You understand? The Pharaoh at the time during Joseph, you understand, had respect unto Joseph. You understand me saying? Because of the wisdom that Joseph had, because he was the child of Israel or the child of Jacob. You understand? When it was time for Joseph to be blessed by Jacob, Jacob blessed Joseph's 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, instead of Joseph. You understand? Which Joseph still receiving the blessing because those are his seed, and Joseph gonna come back in his seed. So Ephraim and Manasseh was Joseph's 2 sons. You understand? So Ephraim and Manasseh are Jacob's not great, but great grandsons. All right.
Right.
Ephraim was one of his sons. The so-called tribe of Ephraim today are the Puerto Ricans. All right, read on.
Even a fruitful bow by well.
Now listen, fruitful. The Lord said this in the book of Genesis. Fruitful, be fruitful and multiply. You understand what I'm saying? One thing about the tribe of Ephraim or the so-called Puerto Ricans, man, is how they procreate, man, and how fruitful they are amongst each other, man. How they live amongst each other, man. Those beautiful, beautiful, bad Ephraimite sisters, the Puerto Rican sisters, bearing them kids, man, having them children. All right? Go ahead.
Whose branches run over the wall.
Go ahead.
The archers have sorely grieved him.
Give me where it says, now that was Simeon and Levi, okay. So yeah, give me the one time we say Ephraim is as a cake unturned, all right? And we're gonna stop there. You gotta find it for me. Can we find it for you?
Got all kinds of.
All right. Ephraim also was the head tribe of the northern part of Israel. Joshua was an Ephraimite. I'm saying when you hear about the book of Joshua, not the book of Joshua, but the book of Judges, and the judge Joshua was an Ephraimite, man. He was a Puerto Rican, a hardcore cat too. Joshua ain't play no games. You understand what I'm saying? That's right. The Ephraimites was the head of the northern part of Israel. They was the head tribe. Judah and Ephraim. Those are the 2 staffs that need to be brought back together, man. You understand? For the rest of the tribes to look and say, all right, we get back down. If you don't know, because Judah is the head tribe, the tribe of Judah or Yahweh, which are the Negroes. You understand? We the head tribe. The things Judah tend to do, the other tribes tend to follow suit. You understand what I'm saying? We the head tribe. You understand the way we rock our clothes, the way our spirit is. Now don't get me wrong in what I'm saying. All the other tribes have their glory, you understand, and their gifts. But Judah is the head tribe for one because our king come out the tribe of Judah. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of the tribes spiritually, you know what I'm saying, they tend to follow Judah in the things that we do, you know what I mean, with the rap and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get into a little more as far as how our spirit is. But biblically, Judah and Ephraim are the 2 staffs that must come back together, all right? Read on now.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 8.
Hosea, he a tribe. What is Hosea from the tribe of
I'm not certain.
I think he's from the northern kingdom, though.
I'm not certain. I'll find out.
Go ahead, Al.
Got on my card. I think he's Judah, sir.
Hosea Judah?
I'm not sure. I can't say. I'm not gonna say something.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Go ahead, Al.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim he had mixed himself among the people.
He said he mixed himself among the people, talking about the so-called Puerto Ricans. Say he had mixed himself among the people. What people? The other nations. Go ahead.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Ephraim is a what?
A cake not turned.
It's a cake not turned. Now everybody know what cake batter look like, right? Cake batter look like. You understand? It's really, really light. You understand? And when it says Ephraim is a cake not turned, what happens when you turn over a cake? What is the opposite side when you turn it over? It's very dark brown. Well, brown meaning it's done. You understand? Ephraim is talking about its complexion and how they light skin or fair skin like a cake not turned, and how they mix themselves with the people. A lot of Ephraimites, a lot of Puerto Ricans like I.S.U.P.K, you know what I'm saying? They had that real light skin, you understand, which make them more acceptable to the white man, you understand what I'm saying, because of their skin color. You understand? They can, when it said they mix themselves with people, meaning they can blend a little more with the white man. The white man ain't as threatened among Ephraim as he is a Levite with that dark skin. The white man ain't scared out his goddamn pants. You understand? Right. It has a little more, how you say it? I don't want to say respect, because the white man destroyed all our people, but he has more of a tolerance for the tribe of Ephraim because he got skin like it.
Because of their skin color.
Because of their skin color.
And if I go to Kai, you know, they got dark skinned Ephraimites too.
And right.
They got dark skinned Simeonites too as well. You know what I mean? You got dark skinned Judites and dark skinned, light skinned Judites.
Right.
You got dark skinned Benjamites and light skinned Benjamites. We are different shades of brown, like the Bible states. We still one people, man. We're still one blood, one people, y'all. Go ahead, Doc.
Come. Is that it, Doc?
Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knew it, and he knoweth it not.
Yea, strangers have devoured his strength. What is that strength? Why do they call Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico? It said strangers have devoured his strength. What was the strength of the Ephraimites? The port of riches, all those jewels and precious stones that Puerto Rico had was devoured by the other nations. The diamonds, the rubies, the sapphires. They said it was a story. I forgot what book it was. But when conquistadors came to the shores of Puerto Rico, and you know our tradition as a Hebrew Israelite, which is in the book of the law, that you're not supposed to, you know what I'm saying, do evil to a stranger. You understand what I'm saying? In the book of the law, when these northern tribes, the 9.5 tribes, went into the other land where man never dwelt, which was North, Central, and South America, you understand what I'm saying? They tried to keep the law. And what was part of our law? Not to oppress the stranger within you. So when the white man comes over, the conquistadors come from England and Spain and come to the shores of Puerto Rico, what do? They treat the devil with hospitality, trying to hold on to those laws. And they said it was in a book, I forget what book it was, you understand, that a little girl came and met a conquistador with a basket full of diamonds, man. A basket full of them, which means what? They was probably all over the land, man. Right. Washing up on the shore. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know you got to sift diamonds like you do gold and other things like that. They like minerals that come from the soil, which shows you how rich this earth is, man. Like that stuff is just pumping out of the goddamn earth's core. Jewels and rubies and gold and all that belong to us. You understand? But it said, what enemies, say it again, devoured them?
Strangers have devoured his strength.
Strangers, that white man is a stranger. Devoured our strength. You understand what I'm saying? What was the strength? That wealth of the land. That's why the white man named Puerto Rico the port of riches and slaughtered the Taino Indians, man. Slaughtered the Taino Indians, you understand, like he did the Gadites. 77 million Gadites slaughtered all the buffalo. He did the same thing with the Taino Indians. He did the same thing with the Aztecs, man, our Mexican brothers, to the point where they said they can't even recall the number of the Isupk and the Tainos that was slaughtered by them Spaniards, man. Like the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? But thank the Most High and Commander GEN.YAHANNA that we found these records. Now we can teach brothers like you that all the way in the Netherlands are, you from the tribe of Ephraim. You are a so-called Puerto Rican, you from the tribe of Ephraim, and you are our brother. You understand? And like General Hazayah said, you got to learn this truth. Get in these classes, get in these online classes, start to make reports to a high-ranking officer in the UPK, and now you got work to do, brother.
And let me say this to you too, man. You know what amazing? When I met Captain Mashak, it surprised me that his father taught Spanish. You know, Captain Mashak Pop is a Spanish teacher in Trinidad. Right. He teaches Spanish, which blew my mind. So I said, Mashak, hold on, why? I said, Mashak, hold on for a second, man. You went to Trinidad. The hell you doing speaking Spanish? And he had to tell me that there are a lot of Spanish brothers in Trinidad, and his pop go back and forth, you know, traveling. You know what I mean? But the brothers who speak Spanish. So he taught it as a course in the school, right. Which blew my mind. Let me know that all the tribes are amongst each other, man. Right. You understand me? All are amongst each other, man. So that was it on that.
And if I could say this too also, to show, I just want to say one last thing and show you how evil the white man is. Like he done ripped our whole identity away from us. Like brothers, we grow up living, you know what I'm saying, thinking just because our skin is brown that we black and Negroes. You understand? Well, he just stole our whole identity, man, and kept us from it. And what? Kept us from our brothers, man. I remember when I was in the world, I used to look at the Mexicans like, you know, a lick. Like they wasn't even like where I'm from. Mexicans, you understand how they was, how they rolled. They ain't like, they weren't like the brothers in New York, like the Mexican brothers in New York. Down there where I'm from, you understand, the Isupk brothers, you understand, they're a little more subtle, they're a little more to themselves. They ain't as aggressive as like Ephraimites in New York or the Mexican brothers in New York or Chicago or nothing like that. Where I'm from, we used to prey on those brothers, man. And I can just, you know what I'm saying, know and thank the Lord that the Lord is going to pay back vengeance on this devil for what he did, man. He had us looking at each other like we different people when we a goddamn family, man. That's all I want to say.
Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ. Give me, it's like 12:30, man. We done went way over the time. I'm going to call Captain Azariah and apologize to him, man, because this show started. I can stop my show. So I continue to his show as well. But the Bible says this, man, that this is the right thing in the book of Isaiah 45, verses 6 and 7. That is the right thing to make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. And we got work to do. You understand me? For the brothers from Netherlands, I want you to take down this number and give it a call. So we can touch up with somebody over there and help guide you through, you know what I mean, for this truth. So take this number down. What's your number, Captain Todd? Tell them your number.
267
267
770
770
4429.
4429. All right, brother, one more time. Say it from the card.
267
267
770
770
4429.
4429. Listen, give Captain Todd a call, man.
Anytime.
You understand? So we can set up a regular schedule with you, man, to get you moving in the school, studying, get them any issues you got going, any problems going on, to get up in the school the right way, all right? So give them a call. We expect your call, brother. All right? With that being said, Israel, I want to say this, man. I want to say shalom. See y'all next week, man. Oh, yeah, man. I don't know how I forget. You know what we got to do? We got to have sort of announcements at the end of the show every time somebody got to read. I don't forget. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now, like, I'll be forgetting sometime, man. You know, I be tripping. So, Passover, y'all. Matter of fact, Kai, you got it.
Passover, March 30th, 2018, man. Which one is this? The count on this. I forget the name, you know what I'm saying? But March 30th, 2018, Passover is going to be in Yonkers. Hold up.
Contact the school for more information.
Make sure you contact the school for more information. All y'all brothers that need hotel arrangements, contact the captain in your city ASAP. All you brothers and sisters that need transportation arrangements, contact the captain or your reporting officer in your city. Hold on one second. I got the full thing right here. Shoot. I can't pull it up right now. You understand? It's March 30th, 2018, Yonkers. What's the name of the ballroom out? It's like the Hudson or something like that. Where is that? Pull it up right now. Bear with us 1 second.
Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me say this, man. I love my brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K. I love the nation of Israel, blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians, man. Y'all all my brothers, and I would put my life on the line for y'all. Y'all know how many times we encounter things up in this truth, man. You understand me? So y'all keep on fighting, keep on saying strong with this truth, man. If you can make it to the Passover, man, March 30th, let me tell you to be there, man. I want to meet everybody, and if I don't know your name, forgive me. I try to know everybody's name. If I don't know your name, forgive me. Just remind me and tell me, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you at Passover. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to traveling. I know we had a lot of travelers to cook out this year, over the past year, and I was not able to make any of them. But next year, I'm coming. I'm going to be there. I want to see my brothers and sisters, man. I'm going to say this one last thing to y'all. Y'all stay strong. Muscle down on this truth, man. You understand? And even if you don't know the breakdown at the time somebody asks you a question, don't get discouraged. Don't get upset. All you do is make a phone call. You understand? It ain't nothing out here that we ain't never heard before. We ain't never crushed before. You understand me? Y'all stay strong with the truth, man. We're going to see y'all next week live. Another I.S.U.P.K. Shalom, Israel. Let me hear my song, Warwick. Glory to the King.
God.
Moving your with the hands. That's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation don't get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end of golden river. So look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in dirty work. Just revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. I ain't never look for shit. I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for those. Just gotta watch who I'm feet. Now they walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing. Criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas begging that's all. Better bear with it, so back off. I be ripping shit like sex off. Dumb dogs all locked out. Behind me say I'll cut full. No room for emotion. So I pull my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't U.P.K, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to something. Flow so deep, they drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah, bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. Don't write me no head, not leaving this body, you can sleep it hollow. So when they ask I'm U.P.K, tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute it. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they bad and far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 habit. The tan never ceases. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and Yohanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day to day. Lie with a man, they better bring the bloody bag sheets. And I spent the time. This clock matched my headpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She called me 47.
Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. I tell them I'm loyal to the game. To the righteous way. Loyal to the game. I'm fucking straight like the right to change. Loyal to the game. The devils can't have me. I'm loyal to the game. Bring it hot. So you can say loyal to the game. To the righteous way. Loyal to the game. I'm fucking straight like the right to change. Loyal to the game. The devils can't have me. I'm loyal to the game. Bring it hot. So you can say loyal to the game.